Oh.
Good evening.
We're going to reshoot the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right, let's reshoot the whole thing. What?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Because
What?
the first hour wasn't painful enough.
No, we're going to have fun now. So, okay, welcome to Tailor Made, episode 29, Making of a Broadcast Empire. It's been a very long day.
Brought to you by Fender Guitar.
That's right. It's been a very long day. Oh, yeah, I love that shirt. It's one of my favorites. Yeah. Cool. So, yeah, we're just doing our thing, and it's been a long day, but a good one.
It hasn't been a long day. It's the same as every other bloody day.
It seems, some of them seem extra long to me. I don't know. We did shopping. We had fun shopping, though. It was a good shopping. I can't wait to eat tonight.
Yeah. Grocery shopping always gets me hard.
I love grocery shopping.
Yeah.
I love to cook.
Walking Dead.
Oh, here we go.
Sucks!
No.
I'm done. I hate it. It's stupid. The writers are retarded. And yes, that dude, whoever you... When the first show happened, you're like, oh, it's so-and-so. I'm like, huh? And you're like, the writer, he's so brilliant, blah, blah, blah. Well, no. Brilliance has failed.
Not the writer. And he left anyway. I know who you're talking about.
Oh, he left. See? That's why the first season rocked and the second season went to pissy hell.
I don't know if that's the reason. No, they just changed. Executive producers just changed. He was actually on Talking Dead tonight, the new one. And yeah, if I could have a convo with him, I would. Because it does leave a lot unsatisfied for me. But I'm cool in the anticipation of season 3. I'm hoping they'll pick their game back up. They've lost it in the last few episodes. They've lost the thread. They try to regain it, but I'm not digging Rick's. Rick is going downhill in my eyes the last few episodes, and I understand he's been through a hell of a lot, and people can only take so much before they break. But to do a parallel kind of redo of what happened to Shane, I'm not going to be happy if that's the way that goes. But do we want to tell them some stuff in case they haven't seen it yet and they've DVR'd it? It's midnight. I mean, everybody has watched it by now if they've watched it.
Except for the folks in the UK that don't get it.
No, they don't get it? They get it on Netflix. They can get it on Netflix, just not currently. They'd only be able to watch season 1.
Right, so you go to netflix.co.uk.
Right. That's funny.
Actually, no. They don't get it on netflix.co.uk.
I have it on Netflix.
Yeah, good for you. You're North American. They're in the UK.
But why don't they get the same Netflix I get?
Well, that's a good question, isn't it? I don't know, but they don't.
That's not good.
Well, I think what it is because over here in North America, we got a lot of guns. So, of course, showing Walking Dead here, yeah, of course we're going to have shotguns, we're going to, right? What are they going to do in England? They're going to beat them with sticks. Oh, no, don't bite me, don't bite me. It would suck. So that's probably why they don't have it. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's a guess, but...
Alright. Okay. No, I just think it hasn't gotten there yet. Like, we watched this music show. We always get, like, reels and audition tapes and stuff sent to us. And we watched this music show, and we couldn't even figure out what country it was from. It's like Bulgaria or... So, actually, I think they're a little more hip, but... maybe like one of those... It was one of those up-and-coming Eastern Bloc countries, let's say. And, they still totally do 80s style. Like, that's their cool factor now. They're like 30 years behind. You know what I mean? So, maybe they just don't get it quite as fast. But we get all the UK stuff immediately. I listen to a lot of British pop. Tiny Tempa, as soon as he came out, I already knew his stuff. Before he even broke in the US.
Tiny who?
Tiny Tempa. He's a rap star from the UK. Come on, you've heard the songs. I play them all the time on my iPod. Wifey is one, and Written in the Stars is another one. That was a huge hit over here. So, but anyway, I'm trendy. Hubby's not trendy. So, that's okay. He doesn't have to be. He's got me. Keep him abreast of all the trends. So, I'll do all the work to keep us trendy.
I don't want to be trendy.
I know, That's why I have to do it. You don't want to be trendy, but you got to be trendy. Suck it up. Some things in life we just have to do. It's all part and parcel of that multi-part formula for success. Come on, you really want to be the guy in the blue tuxedo with the ruffled shirt at the party? Come on, no. I don't.
You don't have to be trendy to be a moron. That's a moron.
You don't have to be a moron to be trendy. Supposedly, I'm like the smartest person you've ever known besides you. I'm not a moron. I'm pretty trendy. There goes that argument. But back to The Walking Dead. Okay, so I'm going to quickly recap, and if you haven't seen it yet, then cover your ears, because this is a spoiler alert. Okay, so we saw it last time, you know, that Shane got blasted, and the walkers were coming. The whole herd is migrating somehow, some way now. And they were coming upon the farm. And everybody managed to get out except some of the minor characters that we really never cared about anyway, like Patricia and who else? Well, Andrea's off the res, and she's just, you know, she saved Sophia's mother and then somehow got trapped on the farm when everybody else got away. But I'm sure they'll meet up because she's too valuable a character, Laurie Holden, to no, is that her name? Laurie Holden?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure though. Yes. So everybody met up where they were originally on the road before they found the farm there. And yeah, but then, you know, they kept moving along once they hooked up, and Rick's like, you know, he did this whole spiel about how we have to find somewhere to fortify and rebuild and build lives for each other and stuff like that. And everybody was like, of course, everybody's like, well, what's the point, blah, blah, blah. And then he makes this grand announcement that, here's a huge spoiler alert too, that Jenner from the CDC, when he was still in Atlanta, told him that whatever this is, we all have it and we're all carrying it. And it's within us all. So, you know, that's why you don't have to be bitten or scratched. You can die a natural death and you'll still turn, because it's not anything external. It's something internal that we're all carrying. They still haven't suitably for us explained what the catalyst was 2 seasons ago, because we weren't all turning into walkers when we died before 2 seasons ago. So what the hell happened? So there had to be some kind of catalytic event to begin all that. And but it's funny because it is just like I predicted. It's some kind of viral or bacterial genetic mutation that remains dormant until cellular death occurs. Pretty smart. But we just don't know what the catalytic agent is that caused it to, you know, was there some kind of biochemical attack that, you know, mutated our genetics that when we die we turn now, or something in the water, you know, chemtrails, I don't know. But
Of course, in order for that to be plausible, there would have to be some reason why that would be created in the first place.
Right, and they'll have to suitably explain that in the next season, I guess, because they're just touching on it now. This, you know, I think up till now we were more concerned with whether or not the characters actually got out, had a life, did all this kind of shit than what caused the whole outbreak in the first place. We kind of just accepted that this is the way it was now, and we didn't really question why the world was like it was at this point. We were just trying to survive. So I think now it comes a time where it's time for a questioning. If we're going to consider rebuilding, we can't do so until we question and find out why this happened to prevent it. I mean, why rebuild if this is just going to keep going on, right? We have to fix it somehow, too. So, but anyway, so Rick lays all this shit on him that he knew all this while, that everybody was infected. And what does that mean for Lori's baby now? But anyway, so everybody starts turning on Rick. The one person that's kept them all together the entire season. And they're all like, all butthurt because you didn't tell them earlier. And I couldn't believe that. I just thought that was such an out-of-character reaction, even given the stress of the situation. Dale would have been turning over in his grave if he'd have seen how everybody was reacting to Rick. You know, the funny thing is Daryl didn't. He was pretty honest. Oh! What about the mystery character that rescues Andrea? There's a mystery character that shows up in a hood and leading 2 chained African-American slave zombies behind him and saves Andrea in the woods. Oh my God.
Yes, one more reason why it's just lost it for me.
Yeah, it kind of did take a turn like Lost. Yeah, that series. I never liked that series either. It was all implausible. See, that's the tricky thing with stuff like this. You know, unlike Sopranos, it was based in real stuff, and you can make it plausible throughout multiple seasons. But something that begins implausibly is really difficult to carry off through multiple seasons because it just gets more ridiculous and more ridiculous unless you're really brilliant. You know, and it's starting to lose it in the last few episodes for me too. But will I tune in first thing as soon as it premieres next season? You bet your butt I will. So, we love Falling Skies too, and that's another implausible series. That's coming back soon. When's that coming?
April, I believe.
Huh, there you go. So, yeah, that's another good one we like. But we'll wait and see how they explain that too. So, you know. But yeah, so that's... Oh, okay. So in the end, they're all sitting there, and everybody's like, you know, well, screw you, Rick. You didn't tell us, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, I don't care. This is the way it's going to be now. We're going to do this. And he's, like, finally starting to find his balls, though, after 2 seasons. It's pretty good. He actually admitted to Lori that he killed Shane and why, and he just admitted he was sick of Shane's bullshit and he wanted him gone. And I was like, yeah, okay. You know, real man's coming out a little bit. So finally, after that, yeah, we're starting to see a different kind of Rick. My only concern is, God forbid they start making him degenerate in a way that Shane did, you know, and losing his moral compass. Then I'll really be angry. But, so he's like, this is the way it's going to be, you know, suck it up, you're going to do what I say, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we are going to survive, and we are going to build a life for each other, and this is it, or what the hell is the point, and we might as well end it now, and blah, blah, blah. And then, final scene, you know, it shows behind Rick, and it's an abandoned prison. So we're led to believe that over the next season they're going to take this prison over and they're going to fortify it and they're going to rebuild, and that's how it leaves you. So huge spoiler alert. I'll put that in the tag in the video before I post it. You know, if you haven't seen it, don't watch it, but you know, watch us after. So that's my dissection of the season finale of Walking Dead. So, oh, we want to say thank you for the overwhelmingly positive and wonderful response to zombie parenting. Unlike radio parenting, we hit several thousand hits over a couple of days. 5,000, like within 16 hours of posting it. It's pretty good. Thank you. We loved it. We had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do more stuff like that too. So, it doesn't all have to be deep and everything. It can be fun too. So, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. In other words, we overthink everything when we should just take it for what it is and enjoy it.
What are we overthinking?
Oh, as we tend to do that we collectively. We tend to always do that. We suck every bit of mystery and enjoyment out of everything in life by overthinking everything. So I don't care if they're zombies, I just want to enjoy the show. You know. So I'm forced to dissect structure and plot and character development stuff by nature of what I do.
Well, it's all irrelevant because everybody's doomed. If everybody's carrying this and they die, they're just going to turn. So ultimately, it doesn't even matter if you successfully fend them off for the next 30 frickin' years. When you finally die of old age, you're a fucking zombie.
Yes,
anyway.
but if we know this ahead of time, then the minute someone dies, we can sever their spinal cord and prevent them from turning.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, or we just cremate them. What's the big deal? They do it in India all the time. The funeral pyres burn constantly in Varanasi, in India. Constantly. Yeah. Consistently. The town's like one big funeral pyre. It's the spiritual center of India. So, anyway, yeah. So. What else? You had started out earlier with something fun you were talking about. And I forget now what it was. The first one.
Oh, the first hour-long take.
Yeah, this is our second take of the show. It's the first time we've ever had to do a second take of a tailor-made episode.
Yeah.
We kind of digressed. It wasn't fit for...
No, I didn't. I'll put that out.
It wasn't fit for public consumption, believe me.
Yeah, but we always get lots of hits on those.
Yeah, but at your expense, I'm not willing to. I don't care about that. It's not worth it.
I don't care.
I do. I've come to protect you from your own self-destruction. As the nanny said to Damien in The Omen, fear not, I am here to protect thee.
Great, I'm Satan now.
Sometimes. On a good day.
Yeah, but with none of the fucking perks of that either.
Oh, well. I try and tell them. It's those sarcastic comments. You just keep it at arm's length. Your own success.
Whatever. I'm sick of it.
That's good. When you finally get truly sick of it, you'll
I am.
No, you're almost there. Not quite yet. When you finally do truly get sick of it, we all have to reach this point. That's when you'll surrender and you'll change.
Yeah.
Or you'll die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Promises, promises.
Not physical death, honey.
Oh.
Soul death is so much worse.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, song.
No, but it should be. Speaking of songs, we didn't get around to writing the song today. Well, tomorrow we can't. We got street talk and stuff.
Yes, what do we got going for Street Talk?
I don't know yet. I got a couple things. I don't know which is going to pan out for tomorrow. But what's tomorrow? March 20. Tomorrow's the first day of spring. Oh, no, wait. Today's the 19th.
Pisces is squaring the moon.
No, moon goes into Pisces tomorrow.
So don't go fishing.
Oh, we got a new moon on Thursday, though. So if you want to start anything new, although don't finalize the new until after April 4th because Mercury and Mars are retrograde. But Thursday's a good day to start thinking of the seeds you want to plant after the retrogrades go direct.
You know, instead of radio, I think you should put your talents into an astrology website because...
No. I will never, ever, ever, ever reap any kind of material gain for any advice or any help I offer another person ever in my life. It would totally null everything. I would lose my abilities completely. I believe that with all my heart. I was given a very awesome second chance in life. And I won't ever take that for granted for even a second. I would never abuse that blessing that I got. Never.
So stay tuned next week as we broadcast from a tent.
A cardboard box on Main Street. What's that street in Vancouver? That's what we're going to move to. What is it? We were talking about it in another episode. The really bad one. That, like, you reach the asshole end of the world if you go to that street. Come on. It starts with a G.
Granville.
Granville, that's it. We're going to go there. On the corner of Granville and Maine.
Why?
I'm just saying.
It's the center of human fucking garbage.
And that's what I'm saying. The way you make it sound, that's where we're headed.
No, what I'm saying is you've been apparently fucking grown up with this whole astrology thing. You fucking know it inside out. You do better readings than these morons.
I rejected it, though, until I was older and I needed it, too. You know, now it's just... I've had multiple decades to see evidence of its existence, but I thought it was bullshit for years like everybody else until I actually couldn't deny the existence of the accuracy of it anymore.
That's like saying I'm a master piano player and I'm never going to play the piano for anybody.
You know, I did that too. I quit doing my music for years and years and years. I wouldn't even listen to the radio. And who did I hurt when I did that?
You hurt Chris Top.
No, I hurt me. Because I missed it, and I missed the music, and I missed that outlet that saved my life when I was a teenager.
And you no doubt missed countless commercials.
No, I was making the music. There was no commercial interruption.
What?
What are you talking
What the
about?
hell are you listening to?
I'm not listening. I'm making. I'm creating. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're talking about making our radio here.
No, I'm talking about the years I didn't even listen to the radio because I said, well, I'm not doing music anymore, like I was hurting anybody but myself.
You probably saved yourself from a lot of painful music, actually. The good stuff finished in the 80s. We already know this.
Yeah, that's kind of true. No, there was a couple things in the 90s that I liked. And I'm digging the music of today, kind of. Yes, yeah, sure. People can say what they want about Gaga, but she really is brilliantly talented. She doesn't have to sing one genre. She's pretty talented. You gotta listen to her, if you don't believe me. Like, listen to a song like Love Games or Paparazzi and then listen to a song called You and I, and they're two totally different genres. So much so I barely even recognized her on it when I first heard it. But she's very versatile, very diverse. And I can totally relate to her because I grew up the same way. You know, you're a kid and you study piano, you start writing, you start having dreams of doing this for a living professionally. And she just had the benefit of being right there in New York and parents that supported that dream and sent her to, you know, the performing arts schools very young and stuff. So, but yeah, I get it. And I recognize her talent incredibly. So there, Chris Top, I said it. Lady Gaga.
He's going to be vomiting right now.
I know he's going to. I'm going to make Chris Top a convert.
A condom?
No, a convert.
A convert to what?
A Gaga fan. He hasn't heard enough of her stuff, and he's judging by surface appearance and her politics rather than the value of her talent, standing alone on her talent. So, you know, I don't agree 1,000% with her fashion choices or her political voices, but will I not enjoy her music? Absolutely not. You know, I don't even get me started on Madonna, but next time her single comes out, I'll buy it, I'll listen to it, I'll download it. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, it goes back to that whole judgment thing we were talking about. So, it's easier.
In the other episode that you're not releasing to the nice people so that they have no clue what you're talking about. That's awesome.
Yeah. No. Well, we were just having a conversation about blanket judgments, and that it's easier to hold on to the prejudices that we've been given by other people than make our own stand-up opinions that we know are right. I don't care how many people...
But yet when I do, you say, oh, that's just blah, blah, blah.
No, honey, because you don't... If you make an opinion that is genuinely positive and growth-inspiring and good for you, and not one that's just coming from that place of pain that we all grow up with still, then absolutely. That's why I wouldn't listen to anything you had to say for like the first 6 months we were together, because you were just talking from that pain. And
or the entire hour before now.
No, because you haven't seen... You haven't. You're still putting up that front. There are times with me alone that you let your walls down, but it's incredibly rare. You're making slow progress, but, you know, you're still putting up all those walls and you're talking from that place.
Thank you for tuning into Psychology Chat with Dr. Kate Taylor.
Thank you. No, I don't have my doctorate, but I could always go get it. It's only 1 degree away. Do I really want to spend 4 years writing the thesis? No. 2 years on my master's thesis was enough. I'm done. I'm done with academia in that sense, in the intellectual sense. You know, I don't mind film school and all the stuff I do and learning in that way, but it's not the same thing. Believe me. That was incredibly difficult. I had the head for it back then, though. I don't have the head for it now. I don't think I'd be able to do it now if I did it. Because I just don't have that. It was a very intensive, like 24/7 reading, concentrating, researching, writing, thinking, theorizing. You know, it was tough. It was tough. I mean, I loved it. I learned from it. But anybody who's done it will tell you. You know, it's hard, but you don't want to go through it twice. So, I think if you're going to go and get a PhD, you either have to do it from the get-go, like from, you know, undergrad and then graduate school, and then just keep going another however many until your PhD, your thesis is complete. Or, you know, you're away from academia for so long that when you go back to get your doctorate, it's fresh again and you're excited to be back in that environment and learning again. I'm not there yet. I haven't been away from school long enough to feel that way. So. I still remember I just had no life except school. That was it. So, yeah. So what else? What else?
Tomorrow on Straight Talk.
I don't know. Maybe we will. I'd like to explore our concept and our discussions of earlier further, perhaps on radio.
Then put out the freaking hour video we just did.
No. Oh. You can put it out as a separate thing. But it's got to be a separate thing. But I think you should watch it in private. I think maybe you should take a night to sleep and then come back and watch it tomorrow with fresh eyes and fresh ears.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely think so. I think that just might be the ticket, actually. Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not doing nothing tomorrow anyway.
No. I'll just be upstairs working my ass off. I'm telling you, honey, you can keep insisting, but you're not going to get the evidence before the work. It's not going to happen. You're not hurting anybody. The universe isn't trembling in fear, waiting to give you your evidence so you change.
If I don't get the evidence, the killer will get away.
You know what I mean.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
It's as simple as
absolutely
those
not.
words. It's as simple as those words.
No.
Yes, you'll see it
No.
when you believe it, and not a moment before. Yeah. Remember that, Meeps. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, there's your evidence right there.
What? What's the evidence?
Human nature always tells the truth.
What?
It's your fucking fifth one in an hour.
Not according to these Meeps.
And that's why I'll be putting out all 1 hour and 20 minutes of our entire broadcast tonight.
Alright, if you want to, but I think it's a bad idea. I sound fabulous.
Why?
I look awesome.
Exactly. Which is why we're going to put it out. Because
Honey,
you're fabulous and awesome.
Guess what, though?
What?
Unlike you, no man's an island. What I do affects you, and what you do affects me. We touch the lives of everyone else. It's not a standalone thing. So, whatever opinion is made of you is also lumped in with
Hey,
me.
I've already got some pretty cherry opinions about me.
I know. Okay, look, whatevs. We have to think of a title for it, though.
Well, in the world of honesty,
when you get there and you know what that's like, then talk about it. You're not there yet. You have to start with being honest with yourself. And you're not yet. If you ever, even for a second, ever lay any of your life's current conditions at anyone or any other circumstance's door besides your own, you're not living in honesty. Because no matter what anybody's done to you, no matter what's been taken from you, no matter what's happened, the way you reacted to that situation has led you to where you are today, not the situation itself. So ultimately, we're only ourselves responsible for the condition of our lives.
So let this be a lesson to all of you. Do not react to anything, ever.
No, do not react until you've had a chance to objectively process it. See, here's a lot of things, too. Situations happen, especially traumatic things, and we form our opinions and stuff about them in the moment when we're hurt about them, and we're experiencing them, and they're fresh and they're raw. So our memories and the way we recollect and the decisions we make based on those experiences are made from the pain and the emotion of that moment, not years later when we've had a chance to let the pain subside and intellectually think about them in the logic that you love so much. But by then it's too late, because we've already formed our ultimate opinion about that situation and made our ultimate decisions about it because we've reacted only purely to the emotions of it in the moment. When you can think back and retroactively change your opinions and make different decisions, because you can do that. You can't physically change the outcome, but you can change the way you think about stuff and what's happened. And in your mind, if you say to yourself, well, I could have done this differently. I could have handled it like this. Just that realization is enough to set you on a different course. But you can't do that unless you first honestly accept that, yeah, what happened to you was shitty, but you didn't have to react the way you did. You didn't have to make those self-destructive decisions based off of that either.
I didn't have to shoot him, Your Honor.
That's right. That's right. You could have walked away. Right. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, So anyhow, we love you. And tomorrow is, wow, episode 30 of Taylor Made, the making of a broadcast empire.
Yeah, and hopefully tomorrow night it won't be the psychological analysis of Mr. John Taylor.
I sit here and I just be, you know, I just be. And you throw shit at me and I respond. That's it. I'm perfectly content in my bubble. Thank you. Oh, we love you. I love you. And thank you so much.
Yes, I don't. Because I am incapable of love.
No, that's a lie. That's just another one of the lies he tells himself. He can't love himself, but he loves me. And he loves our pets, even if he won't admit it.
I just tell you I love you so that I can enjoy the lavish life.
I know. You married me for my money.
Yeah?
I know.
Yeah?
I know. That's how it started. And then you fell in love with me. Poor you.
No, I'm still just here for the money.
Oh, okay. Well, wow. Okay, that's pretty impressive then.
One man's penny is another man's fortune.
Yeah. Well, I'm in love.
Yeah, great. I think they fucking knew that 2 years ago. Let's move on.
Can't. I love you more today than when I married you. Where are you going? Well, get mine too, please. Sheesh. Goodness. Sheesh. I think after 2 years I'd have him trained better than that. So anyway, yeah, we did. It was a long hour episode. I can't believe he's going to put it out. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, he's almost there. I don't know. I mean, it's tough, you know. It's tough. Life's tough. And you can't, you know, this is the main problem. Life is illogical. Stuff that happens to us it's illogical and it's emotional. We try to rationalize it logically. And that's where our first and fatal flaw is. Because there is no logic in this human world we live in. And, yeah, logic belongs in laboratories and not in people's lives, because life is illogical and the way we feel is illogical. So Spock and I would not get along. Actually, we might for a little while. But everyone has feelings, you know, whether they choose to acknowledge them or bury them or whatever. They're there. And they'll only stay suppressed for so long, too. So, it's better. Just work it out. Be honest. Start right this moment. You know? Unless you're completely like me, completely content with everything you have in life and what you're doing and all that good stuff, then take this moment right now to change your perspective about what's gone before, so you can have a different perspective of your future from this point forward. Because you can't change the stuff that's happened. All you can do is change how you react to it. That's the only real power in life we have. So, and I was saying in the other episode, you know, I've known people that have worked all their lives and taken every human possible precaution to protect what they've built. And then one of the members of the family gets sick and it's all gone overnight. It's just gone. The only real security in life is within you. And that's it. You take that with you wherever you go. So the rest really ultimately doesn't matter. He's back with the coffee. Thank you. Yeah. Delicious, thank you. Did you pee in it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm still talking to our meeps. So, why don't you say goodnight to the Meeps? And we'll be back
Good
tomorrow.
night, Meeps.
Yeah. Don't forget, Straight Talk tomorrow, 8 p.m. Only on HDLA Radio 1. Have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow.